Hey everybody, my name's Dino. I'm the owner of HotShotsHotTubs&Spas here in Long Island, New York. My wife Laura and I have owned and operated the company for the past 36 years. I'm here today to talk a little bit about Cal Spas. We are the proud dealership of all of Long Island, from the Queens line all the way up to the Hamptons and the end of the island for Cal Spas. We're very happy and excited to have the opportunity to be one of their dealers, primarily because they're a US made and manufactured hot tub, whereas a lot of other spas are, as a lot of people know, are made out of the country with imported parts. Cal Spas builds a much better and different quality hot tub, and I'll explain a little bit more about that. Most of the hot tubs you're going to look at today are what they call full foam, and the manufacturers are going to pitch to you and market that full foam is a better way to build a hot tub because it holds everything together, and that it's going to be a better insulated hot tub. But in reality, it actually costs you more to operate, and it's not better insulated. For the simple fact that when you build a full foam hot tub, what they're doing is they're filling and the whole cavity of 3 sides of the hot tub, except the equipment area, with sprayed in foam. The real reason they're doing it is for structural support in lieu of fiberglass. Whereas Cal Spas does 5 layers of fiberglass, not just 5 layers of fiberglass, which nobody else does. They do a 2x4 pressure treated frame, and they have steel channeling in the top rail. There's no other manufacturer that does this. They are hands down the strongest built manufactured spa in the US. On top of that, the insulation process is different than full foam. Whereas full foam, they're venting all the heat from their motors out these vents in the bottom front of the hot tub, allowing rodents to get in, number one, and wasting all that free heat and free energy. The idea is to keep your heater from going on as often. If the heater goes on less often, your spa is definitely going to be more efficient. Makes common sense. Cal Spas insulates their spas a little bit different than anybody else. Being that they're one of the only self-supporting hot tubs out there that do not rely on spray foam to hold everything together and hold it from collapsing with all the water weight, they insulate their outer walls with a thick blanket of denim insulation. And they insulate their floors, essentially keeping out all the cold and retaining all the heat from your motors, making them 3 times more efficient than all these other brands that claim to be more efficient. So aside from the construction of the hot tubs, which to me is hands down the best out there, and you can't find anything better or stronger or better insulated, Cal Spa's service is phenomenal. If you call the factory anytime during business hours, a human being is going to answer the call and direct you to where you need to get to. Whether you need to speak to somebody in sales, technical support, you have any questions, whether you're a technician or a company calling for help, or a consumer calling up to ask a question, you're always going to get a live person during business hours that's going to direct you and give you that support that you need. I have to say, in the 36 years of this business, I've dealt with a few manufacturers. Nobody gives the quality tech support or sales support that I've gotten from Cal Spas since I've been with them. Okay, so I've established how well these spas are made. They have great support for their dealers and for the end user, the consumer, yourself, if you're buying a spa. But aside from that, if you just compare apples to apples of what's out there today in comparison to how many jets you're getting, horsepower to jet ratio, which a lot of people don't realize. You look at these internet hot tubs, these cheaper hot tubs that you can buy for, over the internet and have shipped to your house. These hot tubs are giving you sometimes 100 jets, but barely any horsepower in their pumps. So don't be fooled by the jet counts, because you have to have the power behind it. Give you a perfect example. One of our, not even the top of the line Cal Spa, will give you 67 jets with 3 pumps, 6 horsepower each. That's more than double the average hot tub as it is. So they're very well equipped on top of being very well made. All right, so when you're talking about high-end name brand hot tubs like Cal Spas, who's been around since the 70s, and compare them to even other companies that haven't been around as long as Cal Spas, they are comparing apples to apples in features and benefits, more competitively priced than any other brand out there, with more features, more power, and more jets on average. Okay, everybody, so if you want to choose a hot tub that's going to last you 25 years or more, that is self-supporting, fiberglass backed, steel reinforced, made in the USA, quality components, and by far the best technical support in the industry, and a manufacturer that's been around from the 70s, look at Cal Spas. Okay, so if you have any questions about Cal Spas, feel free to call them directly at 1-800-CAL-SPAS, or feel free to call me, Dino, at Hot Shots, Hot Tubs and Spas in New York. My telephone number is 631-293-3920. Thank you for watching.